here. Okay, and hi, hello, my name is Julia, and I could be your erotic photographer. And this video is about why clients who shoot adult photography, erotic photography, are very often scared, paranoid, okay, about the services and about what's gonna happen or what's gonna happen, with the products, images, or videos that they would create. Okay, and this video is about how my studio works. Okay, and the reason I'm making this video is because very recently I had this lady, she was calling and she was saying, oh, can you not upload the images online? And people are clearly scared to receive photography or images via link, okay, via online. The reason why people in general scared to go and create erotic photography is because erotica, okay, a majority of erotic photography is related to porn, okay. And what is porn? Porn is when people are doing this for money. Okay, no, seriously, that is the reason. This is the business. Okay, and why people are scared to shoot erotic photography and erotic scenarios and scenes in the studio with the photographer is because of that reason. Okay, so some studios who create adult photography, right, they have this situation like I do. Okay, I need to tell people that I am not a porn industry, that I am not making money on their how to say, on their nude videos or images. Okay, it's not that I'm selling them or doing something. The studio creates erotic scenarios, create erotic photography, create erotic videos, and people are, because of old-fashioned thinking, the older day, you can go and have a photo shoot, and then you could go and see your photographer in the studio, and they could, together go through the images. Or you, like, even in the older days, not so far away, right? People by now asking me, do I do prints? Okay, like, do I sell prints? Okay, and the studios before were selling prints, okay, making prints, and that was everything directly, from one to the other. Now what's happening is, and I can tell you how I work, I do not take money for a photo shoot. I want my client to be absolutely relaxed and not nervous, okay? Because if they would be nervous that they are not making something right or not happening, or how to say, they paid the money and then they you know how you feel like you need to work for this money, or you need to, there are a lot of clients like this who would know how much it costs, and that's what they want, squeeze all of the juice of that. So I do not put that pressure on my client. I just collect the deposit to secure the studio. Okay, that's how it works, right? When the client had an experience, he's happy with the photo shoot, he's happy with the whole session, how it went, he's happy with the service, he would see the images online, and that's when the confirmation arrives and they're happy to pay me. Okay, so what happens when people are scared and paranoid and they don't want any links, they don't want any images? And I said to this lady, so how would you see, if you're not going to pay me for a photo shoot, right, and you don't want to receive a link so that your images would be online, then I had to send you my work out there so that you could see and only pay then I am risking. Or you put yourself in a situation when how to say, you pay for a work that you have not seen yet. Okay, so what happens is the whole preconception, the whole old style thinking, okay, that this is dangerous, that images can, and let me tell you, it's not that how to say, it's not that they are not right. Okay, they are absolutely right, because I do not send my images anywhere online. Okay, I am paranoid myself. If I would hire a retoucher, okay, and I shoot only private, explicit, nude photography, even if you write and sign not the disclosure agreement form, where I'm gonna find this retoucher and what I'm gonna do with it if the form or how to say agreement will be broken. Okay, I don't know. You send the images to post production and you send, for example, 500 shots. There are a lot of hot and really valuable shots in that file. Okay, so I do not send any images to anyone to edit. I do a post production myself, and I look at that file and I spend that time on editing. Okay, so that is another thing what I want to tell you. It is how to say, it is something what you should know, right? Even how to say, the paranoia in general for people who are scared to shoot or try erotic photography just because they don't know what will happen later with the images, or where the images will end up, or will their face will be shown somewhere, or you know how to say, it will be revealed somewhere. Everyone is scared, okay, about that, right? So first you need to understand what kind of a stages are you getting the raw images. If you're getting the raw images, there is no post-production process, but most of the time there is always editing, because if someone's shooting raw content, like I am professional, I'm shooting raw, but there are photographers who would shoot JPEGs and you don't need to edit much there. Okay, you just put some filters and stuff. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That fear, okay, it comes from not knowing what is the process and what's happening in general. For example, in my studio, okay, I use all the artwork that which I create. I use it for educational purposes, yes. But what I promise to my clients is that I never reveal their identity. Okay, so I use a part of the images where there is no face in there. Okay, to the reason why I take the images if I need it is because I did not shoot the same content all the time, and I basically, my goal is to improve myself with every client, and I put myself in a different situations, and I use different lighting and use different approach, and I don't have a similar shoot. I don't have the same shoot at all. Okay, so if I would, how to say, and the variety of my studio lighting is enormous. Okay, so the reason why I leave myself a copyright is first because I am highly creative and I create an amazing scenarios and amazing fantasies, amazing ideas. Okay, that's gonna be, like I say, every time new to every client that I shoot. Then what I do is I shoot abundant bulk files, right? I do not do a stage photography where you go into the pose, you get few shots, then go into another pose, you get few shots, and then that's how your photo shoot will be created. I don't do any, stuff like that. This is all natural. Person is moving on camera naturally, the way it feels, and the show as much as he feels right now at the moment, and I'm leading and guiding to the shoot, so we slowly undress, and there is a stages and there is step-by-step process, and I create every time in every process a different content. Okay, different level, different lighting, everything is different. So that is why this is like a growing process, and I give all the images. Okay, I provide all the highlights. So if we're shooting, for example, 1 hour in the studio, I create between 20 to 200 images per 1 hour. Okay, sometimes more depending what we're doing. Okay, and that means that if you shot that 1 hour, the 200 images will be yours. Okay, and nothing is wrong with those images. They all professional, they all high end. Okay, it just, there will be a different composition, there will be a different lighting, there will be a different, your body movement, something, because we do not shoot the same thing. We are moving and leading that shoot towards a certain scenario goal. Okay, and the goal is, of course, unlimited photo shoot. Okay, no limits. It means that we are going to create something what other photographers are not able to create. Okay, so what I mean by not able to create, did you see many women photographers who shoot nude and explicit? Okay. No, seriously. There are not many women who shoot nude and explicit, direct, and lead such photo shoot on camera and on film. Why? Because this is not straightforward. Okay, this is not straightforward, and you need to have extensive experience, not only in the studio, but with people as well. Okay, not only with the camera, okay, but in the adult business as well, because that's where these fantasies and energies and sexuality and all that kind of thing coming in. Okay, not just shooting like a product photography, right? We are creating sexual energy during the photo shoot. Okay, so people, when they receive the results, there will be a bulk, edited bulk of images. Okay, not 5, not 10, not 20 pictures, hundreds. Okay, hundreds of sexy shots, and they can analyze and understand what happened with their emotion, what happened with their feeling, what happened from the point that they are shy and embarrassed, and where I took them with step-by-step direction towards a confident and hot and sexy and how to say, full on shot with the full on experience. Okay, and that's why you need a professional leader and some other skills. Okay, some other skills. I think the reason why photographers do not go involved in such events or in such gigs, because they're missing those skills. Okay, and the skills are very intimate and very personal, and to understand at what level what the client feeling right now is or she is ready to do certain things, that is a very, how to say, specific skill that the photographer should be aware of, okay, during the photo shoot. Because if the person is not feeling it and you're still pushing it and you're telling that's what he needs to do, and if this emotion is unpleasant and discomfort the person feeling, no matter how great is your lighting, okay, if the person is not happy during that setting or during that photo shoot or during that pose, or feels that it's too much revealed or something, there is always a discomfort, and you are placing that negative emotion on the image. Okay, and that's what he sees. No, he's not gonna see a beautiful vagina. He's gonna see that moment when he feels not ready, not happy to do so, pushed, and how to say, neglected, or how to say, didn't pay attention enough. There is a lot of new situations. Seriously, when people are shooting nude first time, they're experiencing all these negative emotions what gathered through the years, starting from childhood. Okay, see, that's why there are not many photographers who are going full on and doing that stuff. Okay, everyone wants to take a nice pose or put it in a nice shape and put some lighting on. No one wants to go deep. Okay, no one wants to go deep with the client to understand how exactly he is feeling. Is he ready? He is on point. What he is happy to do, what he's not happy to do, how to do your shoot, and how to lead your client through unhappy moments. When you know when you are a model, adult model, and you need those explicit shots, you have a motivation behind it because you're going to make money. Okay, that's the motivation. It is very easy to direct a model because he wants this all these kind of naughty images, positions, and situations, because that's exactly what it brings a fortune to that model. But what happens when you're shooting people not for money? They are not porn actors, they are not models, they are just scared, frightened, and confused people. They want to try photography. Their heart is something new. It's like a challenge. They feel nervous. They feel sensations that they never had, okay, going anywhere else, just because this is a new thing. Okay, how you would motivate people to be porn models if they never tried anything like that? How you would create the photo shoot that they would look like they know what they're doing, that they would look professional, that they would, how to say, that scared and nervous, freaking out personality in 1 hour will be absolutely relaxed, like banging each other, not even noticing anyone, full on with passion, full on with energy. How you get from zero to hero? Okay, that's the main and biggest goal that the photographer or videographer on the set has to achieve on that day. Okay, and your time is limited. You don't have the whole, day to do it. If you've been paid for 1 hour or for two, you must move your ass. Okay, that's how I feel. Okay, when I have a photo shoot and I know that people are coming first time, okay, it's not that I'm nervous. I'm shooting people first time all the time. Okay, and I did many shoots, but I am nervous because I don't know what kind of a mental state will come arrive to my studio. Okay, how fucked up the head is. Okay, how sick is the idea. Okay, how damaged is this vision. Okay, because damaged vision, what that means, when the person see himself in the mirror or herself in the mirror and hate what they see, they don't like, they disrespect themselves, they devalue themselves, they, how to say, like, there are different kind of state and you can't see this. You just can't see through the picture. When people arrive and you get to know them, you can recognize straight away. I mean, I recognize. Okay, some people, some photographers don't go even there. They just, what happens is people arrive, you want to shoot a few pictures in this outfit, few pictures in this outfit, few pictures in this outfit, and they want to go home. They don't go anywhere. They don't want to do anything with the photography. They don't want to help people in general, okay, because they don't know how. They don't know how to help this fucking mind who thinks that you know how to say. I mean, seriously, woman has something, at least one thing they hate about themselves. Okay, guys always have this problem. Some of them think that they're great at sex. They don't need any, how to say, any help or any advice or any practice, and that's not true. Okay, because I am filming and watching this, and there are a lot of levels and the game on ahead, but they do not know that. Okay, and there are, how to say, there are this performance problems, especially with the older men. Okay, the older men, how to say, they have this erection problems, they have this problems with their size, they go back into their childhood, and they, how to say this. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm here to reassure anyone. I am just saying that I am here to state the fact, show them how beautiful they are with the things that they are born in. Okay, I show the other things what they do not appreciate. Okay, because someone is just concentrated on a small size. I am a small size. That's it. It's the end of the world. Okay, so then don't go with the ladies who like the big size, and you will not be, how to say, disappointed. Right, there are a lot of ladies who understand that the big size, how to say, is not for them. All right, and they need more in terms of personality, in terms of attention, in terms of another things, and all together is an acceptance of a man. But somehow there are men who damage so much that they think this is one thing, only the size matters in woman. And we have this conversation with their, how to say, broken image in their head during the photo shoot. Yeah, I need to explain them about, how women feel, what woman thinks, how women accept them, and how women fancy them, and how women appreciate the sexuality, how women appreciate all the sensual and romantic and all that kind of a stuff. Okay, so, how to say, someone told us many things about us. I don't know, too fat, too skin, too wrinkly, the nose is too big, or whatever. I mean, when I get people who have some transformations made, they clearly have problem with their personality. Okay, I'm talking about boobs, I'm talking about lips, I'm talking about the asses. You can identify them straight away that they have insecurity about themselves. And I don't speak about people who have to do it. Okay, because if you have a breast cancer, that's fine. You had an operation, you want to fix your breasts. Okay, that's we understand this surgery, right? There are so many surgeries which are unnecessary, and when the person arrives and you can see that there are so many unnecessary procedures have done, you know that the person have a low self-esteem, low confidence. You know that there is a clear problem in his vision, and the image what the person sees already is disconnected. Okay, no matter how high, no matter how great the photographer you are, if you do not connect with that broken mind, okay, you will not change any situation and the person would not benefit. Okay, would not benefit. And I am not talking about saying nice things and lie to people, right? I am talking about going deeper with the personality, okay, and changing that broken image, or at least trying your best to do so. Okay, and that is the majority of the photographers what they are missing. Okay, they are missing when they're taking picture of a nude people. They're missing, they are only concentrating on turn on factors. Okay, so imagine, and that is a must. Okay, no, seriously, I even don't want to touch this. I even don't want to discuss this. For me, when you are an erotic photographer and you're taking pictures of nude people, knowing your settings and knowing your light options is a must. I don't want to even discuss this. Knowing that the photography should be sexy is a must. Then why would you take erotic photography if you don't think that your photography should be sexy in the first place? Okay, so that is a must. I don't even discuss this. Okay, I discuss a paranoid client, and everyone is at a certain stage is paranoid. And I am explaining what kind of a situations I'm going through with the clients who are shooting content the first time. So if I am creating such a unique, okay, exclusive content, every shoot is different, I am keeping the copyright. Okay, we are sharing because we are both in a creative process. Okay, we are sharing the copyrights. Okay, and that means that the person will pay for the photo shoot and get hundreds of images. Okay, so he can improve. The reason why I'm also giving all the images, because I need to fix that broken mind. Okay, this broken mind was broken by the society. Okay, the person have not, how to say, become like this by itself. Okay, it's been impacted by the outside world. The person was born perfect. Seriously, was born, the baby is perfect. What screws everything for that baby is the environment where the person is growing up. Okay, the schools, friends, and other things. Okay, and that's what put a lot of pressure on that personality. They think they're not pretty, they're not worthy, they're not and everything what is bad. Oh my god, if it will be somewhere. Okay, that's why they are paranoid, because they already scared about themselves, who they are. You know, the confident person who is saying that I am happy, I am hot, I have a hot body, you know, they don't care if this image will leak or not. Okay, they seriously, they're so confident, they would say it will actually, if it will leak somewhere online, it will boost my profile, or it will boost my account, or it will make my personality stronger, or whatever. They do not freak out. Okay, but unfortunately, this type of clients who are confident in themselves, there is a very small percentage. Okay, everyone is freaking out and they're going for photo shoot. They're freaking out in general that they're doing. They're freaking out about themselves. Okay, and then they're freaking out what will happen. What if these images will be on, you know, Metro magazine or whatever magazine and stuff. Okay, so I can reassure and guarantee that I am the one who's holding the files. I am the one who is shooting them. The reason why I'm shooting them, because I want to change erotic photography and bring it back to a normal level. Because now at the moment, everyone is thinking that erotic photography is just porn. Okay, and porn is created between the models who've been paid to do so and who are doing it for a job or to get a profit from it. Okay, and that's it. And there is no other option. Okay, when I'm shooting people who would like to try this, who would like to experience with their body, who would like to reconnect with their partner, who would like to do and learn about their sex, about their body, okay, then straight away everyone thinks this is porn. Okay, that's the problem. And I want to create as a big base of photographers who thinks in a different way, that photography actually helping you to grow with your body, grow inside your body, okay? And actually fix your head, fix your vision, fix your perspective of yourself, so that someone else will come in there and analyze you, will show how you look like, will show you from the other angle perspective, so you will know. Okay, because usually people, like I say, they've been born perfect, then they become slaves. Okay, slaves of their sick ideas. Okay, slaves of, you know, those sick thoughts that someone put into their heads, and now they think about it. Okay, and now they accept the world through that sick mirror. Okay, and I want to change that, because erotic photography is a powerful tool, first of all, to find out about yourself, second of all, to find out about your cockroaches or your how to say demons in your head. Okay, because the first thing what will kick in a photo shoot is that sick, you know, how to say, I don't want to even say, let's say cockroaches. The cockroaches start running everywhere. Okay, there is no problem to shoot when the person is dressed. No, seriously, there is no problem. There is no cockroaches. Yes, maybe I don't like that wrinkle on the side, but it's not visible. Maybe I don't like my butt, but it's not visible. Maybe I don't like, you know, how to say something else, but it's not visible. I don't like my boobs, so it's not visible. So it's fine to take a picture when it's dressed. You put a nice something to support, something bling blang here, so it will distract and stuff. When you are naked, okay, these cockroaches start running all over you. Okay, and it's not that only they start running all over this client, these cockroaches from the client start running on the photographer. Okay, because the persons will start freaking out. He will be with the eyes like that. Okay, do this, do that. You can see that the person is scared, that it's like, okay, he can undress and he can show this, but is that a quality picture? Is that a picture that how to say, screams of sexual energy, screams of the, oh my god, I'm the hottest, or take me, or, you know, how to say, I'm your the best, the best and the only? No, it doesn't. So through that stage you need to go, you need to step through that, and it's not inevitable, it's in there. Okay, unless you have not reached it. Okay, if you have not reached it, if you, how to say, not concerned, if you do not speak with your client, you would not, how to say, I remember one time I was shooting one nude picture, lady, mature lady, for her book. Okay, for her book. I was shooting her naked. That's what was the image, and we were thinking, our thinking, that I would add some kind of, she's covering herself from the back, but she's like playing with her arms, you know, like nicely. Okay, so it's covering a little bit, you know, with her arms. And I was shooting the scene for 1 hour. I was shooting her, advising her, directing her, posing her, and the image was constantly stiff and, how to say, and it's like through pain, you know, like she's trying hard, but it's to say, it's not working for her. And I didn't realize what the hell is going on. Okay, and I came to her and I said, "Why you can't relax your hands?" I said, "Look at me. You relax like that. You place it like that. You try like that. The finger is that this." And and then she's shaking her hands. Okay, she's shaking her hands, and then she's placing into that position, and I can see that the hands are taken with the arthritis. Okay, that all the joints are swollen. Okay, and she is in pain. She is in pain trying to create that pose. Okay, and she is not saying that she is in pain, because she's doing it for, for her book and stuff. And I was shooting this picture. She liked the idea, and I was shooting this picture for more than 1 hour and realized that it's not working. Why it's not working? It's not natural. It's, the person is not doing the right thing. So you see, you have to have that understanding and feeling. If I would just take that picture, she would see herself all the time being in pain and stretched and stuff, even though it's not visible. Okay, I could not see her arthritis through 2 meters. That was, like a long shot and stuff, and I was like, a few meters away from her, taking, not like close up, it's not like porn shoot or whatever, yeah, taking a picture for a book cover. But I am saying that's the problem with all the nudity, okay, and erotic photography. People are suffering inside, and they are trying to do so, and then they associate this photography with unpleasant, uncomfortable, or not nice experience. When I'm asking my clients who had a photo shoot before, how was it? I didn't have a single person who would have a very good feedback about the nude photo shoot they have done. Okay, no one had a good feedback. Like, yeah, I've done, what I've done, but that's why I have realized that there is a very big gap between shooting a product and shooting people, and shooting people dressed and shooting people undressed. Okay, and that is why when you're shooting people undressed, there are not many photographers who go that far and who go that road which I am going to, because I've realized that if the person is experiencing sensual, sexual, the best emotions, that's when he has this experience amazing, and that's when the person loves the photo shoot, the images and the videos. Okay, no matter of the lighting, no matter of the settings, no matter of any of that. Okay, so from the scared and insecure and blocked with a different kind of thoughts person, you need to to transform that into something very pleasant in a very short space of time. Okay, that's the quality work, not the quality that you had nipples in focus. Okay, if you are having a photo shoot with first time people, you need to deliver experience and understand what is the experience is like for the client at the first place. Okay, yeah, I've tried nude photography myself. That's why I'm talking about this. It's not possible to get used to this unless you are a model and dressing all the time. Okay, but when people are doing this first time, it's a shocker, seriously a shocker. And you know what they say about the photo shoot when it's finished? I always sit tired. I am actually naked after the every shoot. Okay. What I just told you now, this is the reason why I'm naked, because I am going into this energy, I am going into the mood, into emotion, okay? And then only I create a certain individual footage for that client at that moment and that stage. And if the client is depressed, there will be a lot of pictures which will be maybe moody, okay, contrasty and dark, maybe because people are affecting me, okay, as well. I am not shooting a conveyor, the same thing all the time with the same lighting, with the closed eyes. I don't do that. I make my shoot very complicated, very hard. Okay. The reason why it's very hard, because I do it everything manually. Okay. I change the lights constantly. I change the setting constantly. I want to work with the client on a full full on base, right? And I am naked because I do already, through one shoot I do 1,000 squats, and I lay down. I am standing, I'm sitting, and just like moving around the client, carrying this equipment around all the time, doing a lot of things, and in that same time being wired, okay, and connected to the client, never leave the client alone, at least not even for 1 minute. I don't want these cockroaches going back in their head. As soon as I realize they're gone, I am starting shooting the whole material, and I'm pushing till we reach unreachable. Okay, because when we discuss a goal, this is a reachable goal, and would you like to go there? And the majority of say, I don't think I can do this on camera. I don't think, I never done, I don't think I can do this. This is my favorite part, to do that thing what they cannot even imagine they're able to do. That's where I am buzzing, okay? Because I can feel how much we achieved, how much we went through, how much we did already, and the images are on point, and I am happy, I am satisfied with myself, and I am, how to say, happy for the client as well, not about myself, right? Because I am showing the client that he is having this moment with me, will never happen again. Okay, how to say, most unlikely, right? And he needs to use this creativity to bring everything at once, and this is now the time to do it, and I am helping, and we are arranging this, and we are planning. This is not like a stupid photo shoot when you just come in, how to say, take your clothes off, and show your boob, show your ass, and that's it. That's the picture. These photo shoots can do a junior photographer. Okay, these photo shoots can do people just, how to say, just being qualified and just, how to say, graduated. They can do these kind of boobs and just, how to say, these type of things. I think that the qualified photographer who works in this industry for a really long time have to be aware of these certain skills, which are very personal and very intimate, and they related to every individual. Okay, but in a different way, because everyone has a different cockroaches, and everyone has different issues and problems. Okay, so that is what I want to talk about. The paranoia comes from that, and then they are scared that someone will see their image, and that it will be sent around. And I can tell you, okay, that when we are sharing, why we are sharing this footage, because I am doing a special work with every client. Okay, I don't cheat, I don't go, easy way. I don't, because for me it is very important, the result. Okay, and after many years of working this way, I am going to continue, because I think that there is a very big gap, okay, about nude photography, which is missing. Okay, and that is related to individual issues, individual pain points, individual, how to say, body or mental issues, right? Or both. Okay, and that is the most important thing, where photography can help. Okay, where photography can instantly change the perspective about themselves. Okay, because if they achieve this result, if someone else is seeing this way, then they also can see themselves in that way. Why they would go, and think the other way? Or unless, if I see it this way, they can improve, okay, to the point, and be like I see it, if they like this way, right? So I am here to use photography as a therapy tool. Okay, yes, we're shooting nude people, yes, we're creating sexual energies, yes, we're creating erotic scenarios, yes, we're having sex on camera, but why? But why people need this? How it makes them feel? Okay, not only it makes them feel in porn stars. No, this is a body acceptance. This is acceptance, and this is a challenge to do something what you have not done before. And what happens with your brain when you go through such experiences? And how many experiences uh, there are like that in the world, where you can actually go, how to say, go along with your imperfections, okay? Fixing them at that day. Something you will cover it up, something we will show on purpose, so that you get introduced to it and from the different side, right? Not everyone is perfect, okay? I mean, Everyone is not perfect. That's what I meant to say. Okay, by saying not everyone, there are people who look like models. They never tried modeling. They have a perfect looks. I mean, the looks even above the perfect. Okay, and they come to the photo studio first time and they start doubting. Okay, doubting about their body, doubting about their looks, doubting about how they feel. And at that moment, I'm just thinking how the world is fucked up. How the world is fucked up. She looks perfect, but her brain is just damaged. And you can't see this. Okay. You cannot see how damaged the person is psychologically. Okay. Why he is accepting his body this way, why he is creating relationship with himself in the first place, okay, that he doesn't like this and this and this, and punishing himself. No, seriously, punishing people are punishing themselves. Everyone is saying you should love yourself, you should love yourself. What is happening is that people are punishing themselves. Okay, that is a natural thing, that would come from our childhood. That if something, then we are punishing ourselves, we are talking about ourselves inappropriately, we are telling certain things about ourselves. When people are expressing, like, really, sometimes I say, don't say this in front of me about yourself. I just don't want to hear. This is nonsense. This is, how to say, I know that the person is damaged, but you can't talk, so low about yourself. Like, nearly, how to say, the person is sitting and saying, I look like shit, and you can't make anything, you can't change anything. I mean, like, this is very hard to work with. This is like, I look like shit, and that's is the starting point of the photo shoot. Okay. No, seriously, that is the starting point. When people are come to the photography studio and they want to change, they seriously, they don't know why they came, they don't know why they do it, but there is some conscious mind who probably wants to fix this relationship, bringing them into this atmosphere that they can create, and then they can see for themselves, is it true or is it not, or they need to change something about their life. Most of the time people are doing photo shoots, if it's not business and if it's not for money, because they're looking for change, and they want inspiration for change, and they want to see themselves, in the new way, and get themselves a new life, a new wife, or whatever, improve their body. And you know how it happens. Yes, yes, you can torture yourself, you can diet, you can lose weight, you can do a lot of things about themselves. But imagine another option, when your brain regulates everything, and when your brain is broken, and when your brain is seeing himself in a certain way, you will have to go through a huge, like, seriously huge, something huge, to actually shake this up and change it, right? And you can see yourself in a beautiful, amazing light, accept yourself, and your body will fix everything what you don't like about yourself in a time frame. I'm not saying overnight, okay? I'm not saying overnight, but how to say, digestive system will start working. The micro elements will be, how to say, entering your cells, and so on. The hydration stops and whatever, and you will start blossoming from inside, because you already have a different picture in your head. How you create your life? Through the vision, through what you see, how you see yourself, how you see your life, how you see your sex life, how you see your body and stuff. So this is a starting point, okay? To create visually, and your world is accepted through the vision, the way you see yourself. You see that picture and you live it, okay? If you do not see that picture, you can't be that person, okay? That is why everyone should go to a professional photographer, right? Because what happens usually is that they take a picture, okay, then edited it into and I did it, okay? I did it. I did it because it required in escort photography, for example, right? If you're doing an escort and the escort size, I don't know, 16 coming in and saying, "Oh, I want to be this and this, and I want to change my face and nose and eye color, and I want to, how to say, be size 8," you say no problem because there is a Photoshop, right? But what you do is you give an images of a transformer, okay? And in escort photography, it seems fine. It's you know how to say, it's not going all the way right now. Before it was full on like that, plastic fantastic makeovers, right? And I learned this. Okay, I've started from this. I moved to erotica through modeling and through escort, and I've did a lot of editing, and I was sick of it. Okay, like seriously sick of it. First of all, it was fun because that's how you can manipulate and change the picture. And when you, especially, I am against, aging as well, and not like getting old, okay, but acceptance of the aging. When there is a 50 or 60 years model, adult model, still in escort and coming with all these 50, 60 years old body, coming to the photo shoot and say, "I want to look like I'm 19," okay, and you need to do a lot of Photoshop to look 19, right? Then naturally I feel like this is, how to say, this is sick. Okay, like seriously, you can be like 5 years younger, 10 years younger, but seriously, when the client is 80, 60 years old and want to look like 18, that is seriously fucked up situation in the head, right? Because no one sees this way. And in terms of adult business, I can tell you this: it will attract clients, but she will not collect her own clients. She would not, and her message is wrong. So she would look like 18, she would attract some men which looking for a younger girl, and she will not be successful in her business because it's a lie, it's a wrong information. Okay, if she would be 60 years old representing herself as a 60 or 50 years old, she will attract the right clientele who like mature people, right? And then she will be successful. So even if I'm trying to explain this to my clients, they're sick in their head. They're sick in their head. They do not want to believe it. They do not want to hear it. They do not comprehend. They don't understand. Okay. And I can tell you, in adult business, in model business, there are a lot of people like that. Okay. And that is one of the reasons why I moved from one sick clientele to another. Like simple people. When you teach people erotic photography, body connection, creating sexual energy, okay, moving on from the doubts and insecurities, moving away from the body imperfections, explaining them how it should be for their own age, explaining them how they should see the image, okay, in the first place. Because what happens is sometimes you take a picture, amazing picture, and then they will enlarge and say, "Fuck, these are the wrinkles in there. I don't like this image." Okay, and you understand that this is not you. This is not you. Okay, this is not you. And that is why I give all the images, not 5, not 10, not 20. I give all the images. So there will be a very big chance that there will be pictures they like. And usually they like, if I can tell you, there was a time when I was choosing pictures for my client because I thought I'm a professional photographer, okay, and I have a taste, I have an understanding, okay. I graduated and I know what is the photography like, and I know that it is best for my own how to say, name is best to give them only the best looking pictures. I've realized that I can match only 30% of people likable images, only 30%. In some clients, because the way, you go on the link and you can ask with the client, mark the pictures you like, and I will mark the pictures I like. Okay. And then I compare Okay, what the clients are choosing and how I am selecting the file. So I am looking at the file professionally. If it's for work, I would look for the best images which bring money. Okay, if it's for personal use, of course I would choose the most accomplished and finalized artistic representing images, right? And people will choose the images which, sometimes I would never choose. I mean, this is the weakest shot. This is not even proportional. This is not even this. And they would say, this is amazing pictures. You know why? Because at that moment, when I was taking a picture, they associated themselves with that emotion. They maybe thought about something. They maybe remembered. They maybe, you don't know why. Okay. But I can tell you only 30% you can hit, and I've already tried that. That's why I'm giving all the images. Okay, because for the photographer, it is not possible to recognize which pictures are the best for this client. You don't know their IQ. Okay, and IQ is needed in photography. If they have a knowledge in photography, they will choose the hit. Some of them, how to say, I don't want to talk about. But I would like to finish this video about paranoid clients and saying that this is normal. Okay, the reason why I'm shooting people, regular people, because I know that they need help getting out of this. Okay, getting out of this situation. People usually don't go into experiences where they feel discomfort, when they're nervous, where they're scared, and when they think that something can happen. Okay, erotic photo shoot is one of these experiences where people are associate themselves with certain emotions, certain energies. Okay, and on my behalf, I can say this, that the images that we create, they are ours, unless you paid, okay, for your copy, for writing, for copyrights, right? And we have this non-disclosure agreement. Okay, so the pictures we create are mine and yours to use anywhere, for business, for whatever you like. And I am going to use just a part of the images where client is not recognized, because what I need is the body shot. Okay, I don't need the head shot. Okay, the body expresses the emotion, the sexuality, the scenario, the everything what is going on. Okay, and I want to get that information through the body, and I will be using those images for blogs, for educational purposes. When I will be teaching my students, I will be showing, problematic stuff and stuff. So I would use these images, most likely. Not all of them. Sometimes, how to say, when you're shooting a lot of and you have a big archive, I can't say that I will use every session, but I can tell you one thing why I value every session, because there is no identical session I made through those years. There is not a single the same session. That's why I'm keeping copyrights, because every time I'm doing something new. Okay, something new to improve, to educate myself, and of course to deliver and to see different results, different variations. Because if I would be shooting the same thing, how would I grow? How would I evolve? Okay, how? And especially you can't how to say, there are certain specialities, okay, like for example this erotic adult photography, where you can't get an extra course and improve yourself, because there are no professionals like that. You can't. Okay, only what you can do is experiment yourself, and use yourself or use your clients or use models, or so on. There is no other option. There is no course which I go and upgrade. There isn't. There is no professional. I don't think is there any professional like me at all in the world. That's another question. Okay, who sees the photography as a serious tool to improve their life, to improve the life quality, and not only for themselves, for their closed ones. Okay, and the reason why I mentioned this, because the moment I remember, that moment many years ago, maybe 10 years ago, after I stopped shooting after I stopped shooting portraits and start undressing people. I have noticed one thing. The moment they smile and happy, sharing something, the moment they start undressing, the faces is changed. And I shot a lot of, how to say, confused and blocked and pain and these faces. And I couldn't, how to say, realize what is happening for a really long time. The people, express themselves and represent themselves. The moment they undress, they gone. Okay, the personality is closed up. Okay, you hardly can do anything with them, and it took me years to analyze this, and I have to say, and develop certain techniques, certain approach for different clients. I already know what kind of the client I'm having. Okay, and yeah, let me just finish this right now about this, that there is, how to say, there is a big risk if you're going for nude and erotic photography with, how to say, with a known photographer just trying out or something. There is a big risk. Okay, but when you are approaching a studio which works many years, if they would do some kind of a shit, manipulation, they will be closed down. Okay, unless they are a porn studio and they have, how to say, rights to do so. Okay, but I don't, how to say, post nudity because it's not allowed, and all my accounts anyway are blocked already. Okay, so I can't use it anyway, anywhere. Okay, I give everyone a very true promise that I don't use faces. Okay, before I will use the images, I will cut off and crop the image so that I would not have any association to a certain person. Okay, just the body, what we are learning. Okay, to shoot nude photography, how to shoot nude photography, and on this channel, on this account, I will be talking only about that. The problems I experienced, the things that I've created, the things I've learned, and the sessions I make. I will be talking about the models and talking about the client pain points, and of course successful shoots as well. So that's what is coming. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and love you, kiss you.